Hello, welcome to Local Rock Talk, and I'm the host, Pausa.
And I'm your co-host, Kyle. And today we got Hellen Kella on Local Rock Talk. So if you guys want to introduce yourself, maybe talk about like what instruments you guys play, that'd be great.
What's up, guys? Well, the quiet one over here to the right, believe it or not, he's the vocals. You give him a mic, he doesn't shut up. But I'm Mike. What I use for equipment is Fender Strat. It's actually still one of my first guitars I've ever gotten. It's still in rotation. It's almost dead. It should be dead. I should probably retire, but it's still out there. Fender, and I'm running an Ibanez half stack, I think, and yeah, that's about it.
I'm Quigs. I'm the bass player. I rock an Ibanez 4-string and probably always have and always will unless I ever get the money for a Spectre.
I'm running all kinds of stuff right now. I got a few I switch, some Gibsons. I've been digging the Schecters, but I switched over the Axe effects. That thing is, it's hard to go back to just a regular, cab and head. That thing's got so many different sounds and possibilities. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, he's a one-upper.
Yeah.
So if you can describe like your genre of music, like even like your influences, like what would it be?
We got influences from all around the block, really. Mm-hmm. I mean, we got a lot of metal influence. We got even a little bit of blues and some southern rock type influence. It's weird, but it's got some undertones there. A lot of hip hop influence, and a lot of just straight rock. And we're coming from all different areas of the board where there's so many different influences being put into one, which comes out what we're playing.
Very
I don't know what you'd call.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best compliments we usually get from fans is that everyone always says we don't really sound like anybody else, which is really good. In one review, they said that we sounded Rage Against the Machine influenced, which would probably be from like our heavy influences, rap and metal. And we get a lot of comparisons like them, Alice in Chains, Godsmack. But we kind of like combine all those into a whole new thing and try not to be anybody else but be ourselves and enjoy what we're doing and try to share that with everyone else.
Yeah, if you guys like that hip hop stuff, my friend's in a band called Honey Brain. They're like a jam band, so they infuse reggae, hip hop, and funk. They play like 2-hour sets. I remember one time I was like drinking with my buddies at a show, and we were listening to them play, and they were like rapping about like hot potatoes, and I thought it was like the coolest thing I've ever heard. But it was just like, it was so like hands down like just talent.
Cool.
So if you guys into that, definitely check those people out. And
Good
then
stuff. Would you say
Honey Brain.
Honey Brain?
Yeah, I'll check them out.
Yeah, definitely have to check them out.
Really good guys. So like, what are some of your favorite venues you played at so far?
Well, we the Whiskey Barrel in Laconia. That place was really nice to play at.
Good stage,
Yeah, we
a
opened
lot
up
of people in it.
Everlast, in Laconia. That was probably 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Is that like one of your biggest shows that you guys played so far?
Yeah, we were direct support to Everlast for that one, and that's actually one of Karlski's biggest heroes is Whitey. And, we're all fans of him, so to actually be direct openers for him was, something that
Just like a dream come
we're not
true.
expecting, to hang out with them backstage and, get to know him. And, we didn't
Must have been
expect
like
a Grammy Award-winning artist to want us to open for him, but they did.
So the experience is
cool.
probably like very like overwhelming at the time. Like the anticipation of getting up to the show and playing for them is probably just out of this world. And once you play for them, it's just it's amazing.
It's exhilarating.
Yeah, that's what I'm
to
trying
meet
to get
your
to.
heroes, like I remember CJ from Drowning Pool came right up to Luke and noticed his Cowboys from Hell tattoo and immediately just dragged us to the bar.
To be like because he was the only left founding member, so I've known them since back when Ozfest first started up, so I seen him coming by and I was waiting to kind of introduce myself, and I couldn't even say it. As soon as I stopped, he just turned my head. He had CFH right here, and it was just blacktooth grins for the rest of the night. So needless to say, it was a good night.
It was very cool to have a rock star buy us a drink because he liked that music.
Yeah.
We were like, okay, that's
A couple. I mean, we hung out for like an hour or two while the show was going on. So that was.
We've also did Laconia Bike Week a couple
Yep.
years ago.
You know, open it up
That was
for
good.
Ted Nugent then.
Wild man.
Yeah,
Guy's
he's
an
wild.
animal.
He's wild.
He took the stage like nobody I've
But
ever seen.
As for venues, I mean, we've played Jewel Nightclub up in Manchester. That place was a nice venue.
Everyone has been talking about that on the show, and I've only been there like I think once maybe. And
Yeah, it's
everyone
not
says it's like
bad.
a really good venue.
They
and it has,
just
like, good
redid
sound
it
quality,
again,
yeah.
too.
I think we're up there with Signal to Noise, right?
Yep.
Signal to Noise, yeah.
But
Signal to Noise is good.
yeah, absolutely,
guys.
good guys.
Artist Cooper,
I
too.
feel
He's,
them when they played it in April before.
Cooper,
Oh, did
man.
they play
he's,
in
he's a
April?
good dude.
Yep, I got the whole set.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. nice.
But in the Manchester area, we also play Whiskey's 20s nightclub. It used to be the old Drink New Hampshire. That place is definitely a different atmosphere than what you're used to. But you know, our music goes good there, and always in for a wild night when you go there. That's for sure.
Yeah, but we kind of feel at home there as well, just because we not only play with bands, we like to work with a lot of the DJs in the area, Fingertips, Golo, Bino, JD, of course. You know, those four are probably our main, 4 guys that we always go to work with, because you always get a little bit of a different night where you deal with one band and one DJ, and you get a little bit of the dancing, a little bit of the music, and the night just goes smoother sometimes like that. And
Yeah, we try to make the bridge between circles, between genres, fan groups. We try to do the rock thing. We'll play with other bands, and we'll kill it that night. We do great working with other bands as well. We've worked with some really amazing bands.
Yeah.
But on the other aspect of it, we can have a DJ open up with us and share the night with us. And they're playing more hip hop and more, dance music. It's more of a club theme rather than like a nightclub theme rather than like a rock theme. So we can kind of go both ways, which is nice because we can kind of draw from each fan group and each just different scenes,
It breaks it up a bit, too, gives us a chance to
Try to adapt.
mingle, hang out, have a few drinks, and, actually interact with the fans rather than just be, sometimes the hustle and bustle of playing shows, you get there, get set up, get on stage, next thing you know, it's 12:30, and everyone
Yeah.
heading
Spend the
out
whole
the
night
door, you
moving
still
gear
gotta
around.
break down, meet with the promoter, whoever you're
Yeah.
running the gig.
And
So
not to mention, sometimes we just want to shake our tail feather. Get our drink. and
This
our
guy- this
two-step.
guy's a big
Our drink
dancer
and our
right here.
two-step.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. He's the ballerina.
Dancing
nimble.
queen, only 17.
I was 17 one time.
Yeah. All right, question for you guys. How did your band start?
Started a few years ago.
More than that. Getting old.
Yeah, a few years ago. I don't know, it's just, I was rapping for a few years and coming up with music. I thought to myself, you know what, I want to do music. I started trying out for different bands, and they weren't really seeing what I was trying to put out there. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to build a jam room in my basement. And I bought all the equipment and just kind of scouted people to play, and
I remember that jam room. I couldn't
Yeah.
even stand up in it.
scouted people play,
it
and then we
worked.
just started. The guys that I picked, started to see where I wanted to go, and they didn't, unfortunately, last. And then these guys migrated towards me, and the rest is history.
Yeah, I found this guy. He was behind a dumpster, mumbling to himself. I'm like, wait a minute, he's got something there.
He's
So
on
I
key
started-
right
started
now.
listening to him. I'm like, hey, I might be able to put something to that. And ever since, when we've been twisted together since then, and it's all been uphill, downhill, sideways, right. Been every which direction, but we write good together. These guys came along, they jumped right in. They write amazing with us as well. Matter of fact, we're gonna start writing some new material coming up sometime soon. Nicer weather's here. Yeah, we got the CD as
Bam.
Paulza has.
Bam.
No, it's like 10, 11 songs on there, something like that. No,
No,
that's the
four.
one with the
That's
4.
our EP.
That's the
With
EP.
the 4.
That's right.
So is this your first recorded EP that you guys released?
That we've released. I mean, we've done many, demos, EPs. throughout the years. But we've just been critiquing every little detail, and we finally got that. But we have other songs recorded, ready to, put down onto an album, and we got to touch up some tracks here or there. But we do have a lot of the material down, so it's ready to be put into a full album, and we'll start pushing that.
I've been looking for that when it's done.
Absolutely, you'd be the first one to get one. You already know.
Yeah, buddy.
So do you guys produce your own music, or do you guys go to a studio to like work with like recording, or
We
what do you guys do?
we produce our own music. We go to the studio just to record, engineer. I mean, we
To,
get
like,
some
master
pointers
and
from
everything?
the engineer,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
like,
we do.
primarily we produce our own stuff.
Yeah, we do recording with Charlie Baruso at the wood shop. So, great engineer. He knows what he's doing. Good guy. We're comfortable there. But we've done other studios from time to time where we find a little niche with him, and works good. We're happy. Can't wait to get in there again. Start doing what was the new ones? We need to get in there and do
Sin City.
Sin City,
Sad face,
Sad Face
Sad Face Clowns,
Yeah, that's a good
Suicide too. That-
suicide.
Suicide.
yes.
One.
Yeah, we got a lot to go, but we do have some tracks in there. We just need to polish up, maybe do a lead, polish up a guitar track, or, dub over some vocals, something like that. But it's all a work in process, and it's we're moving it, and we're start putting it in high gear here right off the bat, and start making some moves.
Now, do you guys have like a favorite song you like to play live, or is it just like you guys have your own personal
My
songs?
personal is Sad Face Clowns.
Yeah.
It's kind of tribal, metal, toolish. It's kind of got a Tool sound, feel vibe to it.
Yeah, I'd have to say Walking Tall, just because it's
Walking
it's
Tall.
one of the first ones
First
we,
heavy
we
hitter.
put together to what it is today. I know you had lyrics before I came on, but that was the first one I think we actually constructed as the lineup together, and been playing that one the longest. And it's short, it's sweet, it's simple, it's
got
to
a
the
good
point.
vibe to it. Gets the crowd.
But it's a heavy
crowd
hitter.
involved.
It's a heavy hitter, and sometimes I don't think I'm gonna make it through the headbanging in that song. I'll pass out 3 times.
Yeah,
but
we usually save
go
that one
through
for
it.
last up until recently, where we
They were all great
Luke wrote
songs. though.
Suicide and Sin City, and
Tell you,
those ones are rippers, and
Suicide,
they're really,
that's
really
one
fun
of
to
my
play.
favorite ones too.
Yeah, it's growing on definitely. Yep.
I like Poison Mile.
Yeah, that's a
We-
fun one.
We've had to put a little work into it. It was a couple parts we switched around, so we've taken it off the shelf a little bit. But for me, that one, I don't know, there's something about it. It's got that like.
It's got that you want to crank it and just
vibe.
like go like over 100 in a car, because that's really what the actual song is about racing in a car, and it really has that drive, and it's just really hard to keep the tempos right, because going from something really, really fast to something that's a little darker and heavier and lower, and we really move back and forth between that, and even have like multiple versions of the same riff within the song. So it's really, that's one of those songs where you're 5 beats per minute off, and that whole song does not work.
That one's been around a while. I mean, we've done some minor changes to it throughout time, but it's going in the right direction. I definitely like the energy of that one. It'll punch you right in the face, that's for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Pow, right in the kisser.
All right. How did you pick a name for the band?
Hellen Kella. I don't know. Hellen Kella. Obviously, everybody knows the lady Hellen Keller that was deaf, dumb, and blind.
Never dumb.
So I was thinking, why not name a band that's after a lady that's deaf, dumb, and blind, seeing that the world's deaf, dumb, and blind. 85% of the world's, I believe, deaf, dumb, and blind to, a lot of facts. 10% of the all-knowing billionaires and the esoterics, whatever, and 5% of the poor righteous teachers. So yeah, I just want to wake up the deaf, dumb, and blind.
We're here to open eyes and ears to good music and what we have to relay as a message through lyrics, through instrumentals, just how we deliver our message, open eyes and ears.
So what is your message as this band? Like, what are you pushing out there?
Politics, partying, just having fun.
Being real with each other, you know.
Anything,
Like
anything
the
the
song
blue collar
America, you
person can
guys
kind
sing?
of relate to, you know, working,
America, baby. Yeah.
Yep,
you know, just,
that song rocks.
yeah, absolutely, that one's good.
Yeah,
you know.
our song "Not Safe," you know, the very last line of the chorus is, "We, you know, have a loyal obligation. If we shake your hand, we don't, you know, need a piece of paper or the law to tell us to be a good person or anything like that. You just, you know, treat people the way you expect to be treated, and, you know."
Yeah, that golden rule, you know, treat people the way you
Yep.
want to be treated.
You know, be a respectful person. And
So when
That's
did you
what it
guys first start playing music personally? Like, when did you feel like music was part of your life?
I mean, for me, probably got my first guitar around 14 years old. Didn't take it serious. Smashed it up, broke the strings. I mean, I used it for everything but what it was made for. Might even used it as a snow sled once, going down a hill. Bad things happened to it, very, very bad things. We won't mention them. But then I got another guitar given to me as a Christmas gift, probably when I was 18, and that's when I really started to take it serious and, you know, applying myself to the art of music. You know, I'd done a couple projects throughout the time of being a musician and trying to be, but they're all just small projects, you know, doing some cover songs and everything, until I met up with this guy, and yeah, that's where the magic happens, right, babe? Right,
Yes,
babe?
sir.
You hate me.
I used to hang out with you guys when you threw jammer before.
Say it again.
And I'm out hanging out with you guys.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you came by the jam room. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
remember
One
that.
time, yeah. I was probably 18, around 18, 17, 18, running the hood, you know, listening to rap, battling my friends, and you just perfecting the craft. Yeah, probably about 18. And they just kept writing and writing.
So how much time do you guys put into practicing, like personally and together as a band?
Well, personally, I try to pick up the guitar or any instrument for that matter, but mainly guitar because that's what I play the most. But I try to pick it up at least every day. You know, there's days that you'll go by and it's just too much going on, you don't get to. But I mean, I like to at least pick it up once a day. Practicing 1 to 2 times a week. You know, practicing. We just got our jam space back in action, so we're starting to, you know, grind out there now that we got the place back. But 1 to 2 times a week,
Yeah, we did
collectively.
3 for a while.
You know, it depends what's going on. If we have a big show coming and we feel as though we need another practice to work some things out, we'll throw it in there. Or sometimes if we're going hard for like you know, a show after practice, you know, maybe we'll get the last show in a string of shows, then we'll take the following practice day off, you know, spend with the family, because no matter what, it always comes down to family, you know. We strive hard for our music, but it isn't nothing with our families behind us, so we also like to take a day or two there, you know, mental health. That way we don't
Family's
kill each
huge.
other.
Yeah, you gotta make time for other stuff, but you know, it's definitely got to be huge. You know, in order to keep it rolling and keep it moving, you know, you got to put the work in outside of just practice and shows. You know, I think it was Joe Bonamassa. He had this thing. He just say, you know, no matter what he's working on, no matter what he's doing, he takes an hour. You know, whenever he can. He doesn't work on any songs he's doing or any that. He just lets his fingers move and records it. So I've been doing that for a while now, and you know, that's where I find pretty much anything new that I've come up with has been just a random thing I stumbled across that like, oh, that's cool, you know, and then
Yep.
boom, you know, a couple weeks go by, it's a full song or full chorus, you know, it's like sometimes you get that
Yeah, you always get
puzzle
all-
pieces you find along the way.
always get
Yeah,
all
I'm
the
constantly,
new stuff.
going through my head, I always have a notebook with me. About 80% of the time, I have a notebook with me. Or my phone, I record. If I hear a melody, I'll record it. But I'm constantly writing all the time.
You guys
While
have
you're
any
working.
upcoming shows coming up soon? Or any tours or
What's
anything
the
in the
dates?
works?
I think we got one June 8th. I think we're at Rax here in Plastow. And we got one coming up at what? Dolly Shakers, was it?
Dolly Shakers,
Yeah.
I
With
think.
Crave, it's a
Crave.
cover band.
Right. I think that was, what was that? That
It's
was coming in
May, I believe.
right?
Yeah,
May 5th or something, I think.
I think so.
Sounds about right.
Is there really gonna be a Cinco de Mayo
Is it
show?
going to be a Cinco de
Yeah,
Mayo show?
Shit, I better get my sombrero.
But other than that, I thought we had.
You're in charge of booking the shows.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I don't have. I didn't pull a call. I didn't bring my notebook. Minor miscalculations with the making. I don't know. We got a bunch of them lined up. I mean, we always try to keep everybody informed and up to date with our stuff.
And where can people find your band? Like, do you have Facebook? Do you have,
We're primarily on Facebook the most. I mean, that's our biggest outlet. But we also post through Instagram. We also post through Snapchat. Reverb Nation, you can find our music on Reverb Nation.
We on SoundCloud too? I think we're
Yeah.
on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
We got SoundCloud.
SoundCloud
rolling.
also.
We're gonna expand that. We hope to, soon bring it to Twitter, whatever
Tweet
that.
Center. We got some videos actually filmed by this man right over here, up there floating on the YouTube.
Up on the tube.
You got a couple,
Yeah.
couple
Oh,
of us.
Man with the master
Trap
plan.
show. You got the
You
trap
guys,
show.
you guys played at the Whiskey Barrel,
Yeah.
Whiskey
Which
Barrel
is-
in Haverhill.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
which
we
is
opened
called
up for a lot of national
Chuckhead
access.
now. So,
What's the name of it?
Copper.
Copperhead. Copperhead Saloon.
Copperhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go check that place out.
Same owners or
No, it's the guy I think that owns the chop shop opened
Yeah,
it up.
Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He
Oh,
owns it,
nice.
Bill.
He's a
Yeah.
good guy. Actually, as you know, when they opened that up as the Whiskey Barrel, they did a bunch of work, and he's revamped that whole place, opened the stage up even more than it was.
Yeah, I'd like to go
Nice.
check it out.
Yeah,
That'll
there's
be
like
nice.
a catwalk now over there. It looks. I haven't
make
been
a
in
big
there
difference.
yet, but it
That
looks,
was like
it looks
playing in a
pretty sweet
closet.
for venue. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll definitely be nice to
I remember
breathe on
that stage then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's tiny. It's like an alleyway.
yeah, not a bad venue. Just the stage was so small that you have walls on each side, and you almost just feel like you're tucked in, and you can't even see like everybody in the bar. That makes it a little bit tough to move around and show the energy that we want to show like
Yeah,
every show.
One of our first shows actually was down there back when there was J.P. McBride's. We were just getting going. We were just starting to start pushing, playing out. We had enough songs finally after putting a lot of work into it, and we actually played one of our first shows there. And I like to think we got much better and
Jeez, remember how much
seasoned as musicians since then. But
it's changed a lot since then too. I remember that place used to be kind of sketchy up inside when it was JP's. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
dark corners all over that place.
yeah, you never know where you were gonna get sucker punched. I mean.
Mike. Oh, no. No pun intended. Yeah.
All right. We have one last question, and that's it. If you can choose your dream lineup, what bands and artists would you be playing with?
Can you reiterate the first? What did you say? The first?
What would
If
be-
you can choose your dream lineup, what bands and artists will you be playing with?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I'd probably say like Pantera, Alice in Chains, Rage Against the Machine.
Maybe
I'm
a little
big fan of,
Cornell.
yeah, Korn. I'm big into like Opeth.
I'd like
Johnny loves
Freddie
Led Zeppelin.
Mercury,
If we could bring
man.
them back, I mean, our drummer who isn't here right now, John Bonham's his hero, so I know that he would,
He's here
he would
in
give
spirit.
anything. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Conway Twitty, Dolly Parton, maybe.
Godsmack, Black Sabbath.
Absolutely. Black Sabbath.
I'd love to get up there
Yeah,
with
definitely
Zach,
Pantera.
Black Label. I mean, that would be fuck. That would be
Mudvayne
something.
and Slipknot
I'd say
too. I'd
Rage-
love to
Rage would have been
Definitely
a
Black
good
Label
neo-metal.
Society.
Yeah, dude, but
If you guys can say a quick word for like the younger audience about being musicians, like what do you got for them?
I'd say if you're gonna do it, give it your all. Don't go halfway.
Yeah.
If that's your love and that's your passion, don't stop. Push as hard as you can.
Don't
'cause
follow
that's what's
trends.
gonna
Yeah, don't
don't
try to-
follow trends.
No.
Be you, be real, and like Mike said,
keep on keeping on.
Don't try to
Stop.
sound like just one band, because then you will just sound like that one band, and it will just be a carbon copy of that. You gotta
Get
you know,
out of
draw from
get out of the
multiple
garage.
places to be able to create
Get out of the
something new.
garage. It's the only way you're gonna, get recognition and make things happen. Just keep
Yeah.
pushing.
Well, we're gonna say thank you again for coming on to Local Rock Talk. We got Hellen, Kella. Very excited to hear some new music from you guys. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm your co-host Kyle.
And I'm your host, Pausa. Thanks for coming
Hostess
on
with the mostest.
to Local Rock Talk.
we appreciate
Thanks
you
for having us,
buddy.
guys.
Thank you
so
so
Rock
much.
on.
Rock on.
Rock on, bro.
Thanks for watching Local Rock Talk with your host, Paul Zagreely. Until next time, keep on rocking.